Hello, welcome to Flory Models. I'm Flory. Monday the 27th of April's vlog. As you can see, funny angle. I've just finished recording, which I'll edit and then you're going to get on the back of this, the snap update for the actual draw. The prize draw isn't a draw, is it? It's a raffle this year, so we're doing a raffle. Raffle tickets are available. I've just added some bits and pieces to it. Some of you have been really generous. You're going to hear about those in a moment. So we've added a load more stuff to this one as well. Personally, from my point of view, my daylight bulbs arrived. As you can see, we're now firing on all cylinders, literally. It's a lot brighter over there, that's for certain. They arrived, and I have to say, fantastic service. It's from the actual, the Light Company, I think they're called, is it? Yeah, Lightcraft. Co.uk. I ordered them on Friday and they arrived here this morning on a before 10 o'clock delivery as well, which was fantastic. Not cheap, they are like 10 quid a bulb, but if they do last a long time, that's fair enough. Because I was panicking about not having a light, as you can imagine, me without a light, you know what you do, I went out and bought, which turned up as well, another light, okay, which is quite handy because I could do with one over that side for when I have people here working with me and everything else. But this is the said light. Now, to be honest, they have gone up in price since I bought that one behind me, which as we know is like 10 years old now. This is 85 quid, all right? So this is the particular one. You can get them, to be honest, this one came from Creative Models. You can buy them direct and everything else, but I found this one, you know, is obviously exactly the same one as I've got, and to be honest, I get a bit of discount Creative Models, so that's why I went down that route. It's a great piece of kit. I've had mine now, as I said, for the best part of 10 years, so I don't want falling on everything. It's on a swivel arm. You say you've got two bulbs up in there. It is just generally nice. It's almost like a shadow free. It's two 15 watt 45 centimeter daylight bulbs in there, and what you see in all the old videos was just that one. I used to have that one above my desk. That's all I needed. Obviously here, because obviously yeah, size of the bench and everything, we need something a little bit more. So now I've got LED banks of lights. These are big, you know, I think there's 1500 LED bulbs all up there, wide angle ones, so it does a nice diffused light, daylight system and everything else. I can change the temperatures of them and everything else for better sort of camera angles and stuff like that. But certainly, you know, lighting is a bit of a must. If you do want to, you know, invest in something, it's one of those big three. When you're going to fork out on it, it's a case of, right, okay, your airbrush and compressor, they're very expensive, okay. Then you've obviously got your lighting, because again, that's quite an expensive thing to it, because, you know, 85 quid, not cheap. Okay, there is cheaper options out there which probably do just the same thing, okay. It's just that if you want an all-round package, I would say go for something that's good, because you can get them that are twin, triple, but there are sort of Chinese knockoff ones. And I can only say I've had this one now for, I would say, best part of 10 years. No problems with it at all. The bulbs all seem to fail at once. I had one go down, hour and a half, the second one went down, and that was it. But I got onto them, ordered up the bulbs, and they arrived here straight away. I knew Creative Order would be here today. That's, to be honest, why I bought a backup. So now at least I have got a backup. So when we're getting painting, I can just go for it, so we don't have that trouble. So yes, lighting, definitely one of the ones to go to. And number three is all your tools. If you're wondering what that is, which we spoke about in one of the live shows recently, tools, essentials and stuff like that. So there we go. From my point of view, I've been pushing on nicely with everything. Are these drying yet? No, I'm still waiting for the lights to dry on my tank. Okay, as you can see, they're still, what it is, the lights down here, the reason they're white is I've done my usual trick, and what that is, I use chrome silver down in there, and then I put clear PVA over the top. Well, it will be clear, so when it's dry, you have no problems at all with it. So that's the point of view for that one. If I'm honest, the decals are horrible. They don't go down very well, and I've been fighting with them all afternoon, because especially got these guys here, which are the ones that go on the masks on the top here. They just do not like it whatsoever. But generally, hopefully you can see it's really coming to life now. That weathering, now it's all dried off, is sort of coming to life. So really what this needs is the pigment scrub, which is going to be up next. All right, so all we're going to do down is literally come along and dust it lightly everywhere with pigments, and then really we're done. Aerials, few bits and pieces still to go on there, but generally we're almost done. So I must admit, I have thoroughly enjoyed this particular one, right up to the point of these decals, because they are horrible. I've used various setting solutions, and then I just hit it with X28 thinners, which is my chosen route. But hopefully you can see it's looking the part. I might even just whip together a quick diorama and everything else like that. Oh, one thing, do you like my armoured glass? See my armoured glass down in these areas? Something I've been playing with. It's mask oil on the inside. It will darken, it's still a little bit wet, obviously that back one, that's why it really is green, but all the glass work for the driving compartments and things have all got this now armoured glass look. So shame, coming to an end that one. At the same time, the Harrier, I was waiting for the actual bulbs to come in because show you about painting it up and all things like that. Basically what we did, as you can see down in here, we've done this front area white. I had a gap down here, so I've had to fill it, sand it and rescribe down in there, and then working out the best way of getting that nice seamless area around it. So you might be able to see down here we've got that nice looking seam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-do down here with masking tape, as you can see we've done in there, is cut perfectly to size, and then I found the best way is, and I haven't test drilled these holes yet so I don't know how well these are going to fit, is to put in, oh yeah they do go, the outer piece in there first, okay, then this guy literally drops in over the top like that. Okay, so I've pre-painted, you can probably tell from the colour here, the actual intakes on the insides of them completely, so I can put this on, okay, and then we can actually mask up the entire thing. Okay, so by masking up absolutely everything, and then what happens is we can unmask it and we'll have a very nice clean intake, because Harrier is notorious for that lip, which is always perfect all the way around here. So that's my way of doing it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a plate right over the front of it like a FOD cover, so when we spray the entire thing we can then, you know, we'll be good to go. But this side's glued on. Again, if I'm honest, these kits are pretty horrible, they're not very nice at all, so all I'm doing is gluing it quite crudely, slapping in a little bit of filler, sanding, rescribing, and away we go. But the nose doesn't even fit properly, which is my latest bugbear, because it's a little bit high on the top, a little bit on the bottom. Does that mean the nose end bit, or it's too wide? Can't work out which is which, and to me it just doesn't look right. I don't know what's wrong, but this nose just doesn't sit right for me. There's something about it. But there we go, no problems at all. So anyway, in a minute you can go and watch actually part 3 from the Bradley build. That is up there now as well. So if you do want to get yourself a ticket for this lot, you can. I'm going to move it now before it all falls over on the Heinkel, because that's my next dread. We're going to get this one all boxed up and away to go. So there we go, cracking on with it and really enjoying. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be back to you and the Harrier should be painted.